Good morning, class 11th. Today we are continuing our first chapter, Diversity in Living World. Yesterday we had discussion about the characteristic of living organism. Now we will be continuing after that topic, and if we just go little back, we had discussion of topic biodiversity, and we had discussion about the relation of different levels of biodiversity. Ecological biodiversity is connected with the genetic biodiversity. Genetic biodiversity is related to species biodiversity, like that. Now let's start with the topic nomenclature, and for this you have to see page number 8 of your NCERT. So please do open your books when you just see this explanation. So here we begin with the first topic, that is nomenclature. Nomenclature means naming of living organism. Now the question arises that why we need to name the living organism. The reason behind it is biodiversity. As we had just discussed, that biodiversity means variety, where we see different levels. The ecological level, the specific level, the genetic level. So that means there are variety of organisms. How we will identify? So if we have their names, then it becomes easy for scientists to study about them. Now if we have to name them, then we must have their identification. So the process of identifying the organism, okay, and giving description about them, finding and describing the organism means identification. Now the way of naming the organism is scientific name, because different people, they have different way of naming the organisms. Like a particular kind of organism is called with different names in different parts of the world. So like the need of naming those organisms with scientific name was felt. So scientists, they decided to name the organism in two ways. Like two names were given. The first name was generic name and the second name was specific name. For example, mango. The mango was given its generic name, also called genus name Mangifera, and specific name Indica. So this is telling what species to which this mango belongs. There are variety of mango like mango, Mangifera, Italica, Indica, depending upon the place where they are found. So the system of naming an organism with two names is called binomial nomenclature. The term bi means two. So the system of naming with two names is binomial nomenclature. Now classification. Because how we will come to know that in one genus how many organisms will come, or one species how many organisms will come. So that we see under classification. That means categorization. Grouping the organism, making the groups of different organisms, categorizing them. This is called classification. For example, if you take the example of dog. Dog comes under mammals. Mammals comes under animals. So all these levels are called taxa. That means each category, whether it is the smallest category, then the bigger category of this is mammal, and more bigger is animal, all these levels are called taxa. Taxa means category. Now, based on the categories, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa. So the study of all is called as taxonomy. Now, like how the organisms are related. Like suppose if I talk about cats and dogs, both the organism, they come under mammal. That means in some way they are related to each other. So the study of organism, in order to study about their relationship, is called as systematics. Now the question arises that how we will differ the organism in two. Like we know, we have categorized the living organism into plants and animals. So International Code of Botanical and Zoological Nomenclature, that is ICBN and ICZN. These are for, this is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. This is International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So these two organizations, they decide to give the name of plants and animals. This much for today. You go through the chapter till this topic. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you.